So this is the GOOVIS Art. It kind of looks like something out of a sci-fi movie, but what it actually is a head-mounted display meant to give you a 110-inch screen strapped to your face. And while it's definitely impressive in a lot of ways, it's also definitely not for everyone. Now today I'm going to take a look at how the GOOVIS Art stacks up in real-world use, especially for gamers and content lovers like us. GOOVIS sent this over to the channel to share with you guys, but I intend to let you know if this is just a flashy gimmick or if it is actually worth the price. Now let's go ahead and unbox and explore a little. GOOVIS calls this an open view headset. Think of it like a portable cinema, not VR, not AR, but something closer to a giant virtual monitor. It uses dual 1080p micro-OLED screens and a fancy optical system that delivers insanely crisp visuals. Seriously, the clarity is actually next level. The PPD comes in at 55, which is basically right near the human eye's limit. And even though it sits right in front of your eyes, it doesn't block your surroundings. That's a key design choice. You're still aware of what's going on around you. So yes, you can literally watch YouTube while doing the dishes or gaming while someone walks through the room. The Art headset is surprisingly lightweight at around 110 grams and uses a forehead suspension system instead of resting on your nose. And once it's set up properly, it's actually pretty comfortable. And if you want to improve that even more, GOOVIS does even sell some optional comfort accessories like an upgraded head strap and a power hub for longer sessions. Now the optics are where it gets interesting. GOOVIS is using a custom glass plastic hybrid lens system. I've used Pancake optics on my Quest 3, and while those are great for VR, this setup is a totally different beast. Edge clarity is way better here. No chromatic aberration. No blurring, even when you're not perfectly centered. You've got IPD adjustment and built-in diopter tuning from 0 to negative 3.5D. So most people won't even need to wear their glasses. Now, one thing to note is this isn't a wireless system. It connects via a USB-C or HDMI to your device. Cables are definitely involved, and that can certainly be really annoying, but it also does mean completely latency-free video and a very clean image. Now, image quality is easily the biggest selling point here. The micro-OLED panels deliver deep blacks, rich contrast, and vibrant colors. It's only 60 Hz, but for watching videos or handheld gaming, it's definitely more than enough. Now, I tested this with a Nintendo Switch, my smartphone for Netflix and YouTube and other streaming apps, and some retro gaming handhelds. And across the board, it looked fantastic. And then if you want to pair that with the optional GOOVIS Energy Station, you can keep both the headset and your device powered for literally hours on end. It really does turn into a personal movie theater that you can just carry around wherever you go. Now, this is not a VR headset. There's no tracking or spatial immersion. The field of view is 40 degrees, which doesn't sound huge, but it does feel like sitting back in a theater looking at a 110-inch screen. Immersive, but in a relaxed, not overwhelming kind of way. Now here's another interesting thing. The GOOVIS Art isn't just for gamers or tech nerds. If you travel a lot, live in a shared space, or need a private screen that doesn't bother others, this is actually super ideal for that use case. I could also see this being an amazing option for people with disabilities or any sort of chronic pain, folks who can't sit upright or hold a tablet for long periods of time, but still want to enjoy content comfortably. It works laying down, it's lightweight, and it doesn't isolate you like VR does. Parents might actually like this too. You can sneak in a show while keeping an eye on your kids thanks to the open view design. And if you do creative work like photography or video, this could be a solid field monitor when paired with a camera or drone. It's niche, but for the right person, it actually solves some real-world problems. That said, it's not without its drawbacks. The price is really steep. Last I checked, this thing was retailing for around $500 to $600 US. That's definitely premium territory, especially for something that doesn't include a battery or onboard software. Next, you're also going to need some sort of compatible device to power it. And the experience is best when you're sitting still. You may still have to nudge it back into that visual sweet spot occasionally. And again, this isn't a replacement for a VR system or a 120 Hz gaming display. It's built for comfort and clarity, not interaction or fast action. So who is the GOOVIS Art for? It's for someone who wants a private, crystal clear screen experience that you can take anywhere. It's not trying to compete with your Quest 3 or your TV, it's actually trying to carve out a totally different niche. And in that space, it does a really solid job. If that sounds like you and you're cool with the price, this might actually be a pretty big game changer. I actually find myself using this way more than I ever thought I would when they offered to send me one of these. Now, I do want to give another big thanks to GOOVIS for sending this over to test out. I'm actually going to be keeping this in my setup for travel and casual content watching. It's definitely earned a spot. Now, if you've got questions, drop them in the comment section down below. But that's pretty much all I've got for you guys in this video. As always, links will be in the description for you guys to check out or learn a little bit more for yourself. Thank you so very much for watching, and I'll speak to you guys again real soon.